Oh, well, that ain't gonna work, is it? I haven't made a YouTube video in like a year or longer. So, I'm really sorry to my dedicated 183 subscribers. Okay. Well, sorry, I've just worked the past 11 days. Sorry, you are gonna have to give me a little break while I do this little thing. My 183 loyal subscribers love you so much. Like thanks for sticking around. Anyway, I've wanted to do this like series for ages. Like, actually, probably since the last time I posted a YouTube video, which was we rewind and if you listen to what I was just saying a year ago. Ew. But yeah, I'm going to talk kind of rank but not rank because there's like too many and I can't decide the order, but rate and just talk about every single concert that I've ever been to because I've been to a lot. Going to concerts is literally my passion. It's like the one thing in life that I actually enjoy doing. Like live music is the one thing that like really gets me and I get it. So let's start. So let's go back to 2022. 15-year-old I think I was 15. I was 14 or 15. I think I just turned 15. It was June 2022. Me and my best friend Emma, we went to the O2 Academy in Islington. Yeah, there's one in Islington, which I think is in like Highbury. I think it's called like Highbury in Islington. I actually don't know. I don't really care. I don't live there. I don't really care. But I'm pretty sure what I do remember is I got off the tube. It was the first time I had got on the tube, I think. No, I'd done it once with my family when I was like 8. But this was the first time I was like going to London on my own. Not my own. My friend's mother was with us. Love you. Anyway, it was TV Girl. It was 2022. It was a year or two after, like, obviously, fucking COVID. Yeah, because... Anyway. I saw TV Girl at the time where everyone on TikTok was getting really mad at him because everyone was like, he's such a fucking cunt. When we saw him, we were kind of like, oh my god, he's gonna make fun of us, he's gonna make fun of the audience. He actually was so fucking funny for some reason. We actually thought he was hilarious. And I wouldn't say that he was like mean. Like, we were like, wait, no, he's like funny. And like, we thought he was being funny. And it was also like, he's obviously appreciative and grateful of the crowd. I think they were late. Maybe. They were a little bit late. I wasn't too sure how like concert times run. So I was just in there like, okay, like what happens, happens. But let's actually rewind because that's not what happened. So we go in. We queue outside for a bit, which I wasn't expecting to do because we went after school. We were in year 10, I think. It was like, we were nearly done with year 10. It was nearly the summer. We had like a month left of being in year 10. And I was like, oh my god, that was a queue. Whatever. I hadn't really eaten that day at school because I never ate at school. Well, I did, but like just not like substantial enough. And I haven't eaten breakfast since I was like 8 years old. Okay, anyway, I'm going on a side tangent. We get into the concert. I've got my passport in my pocket because it said something about like no under 14s. And I looked about 9 years old in 2022. So I had my passport in my pocket because I obviously didn't have my provisional license or my driving license because you have to be 16 or 15 years and 9 months in the UK to get your provisional license, which is a smaller form of ID. So I had my passport in my pocket. They patted us down. Didn't I? So I thought I looked young. Apparently, like fucking hunk. Actually, maybe they did ideas. My friend had a gun. They took it away. I was like, fuck. Literally felt like I was going into a club. No, obviously I'd never been to a club before. I was 15. So the opener comes on. Up until this point, being in the crowd, I'm like, everyone's taller than me. There's people in front of me, there's behind me, behind me. I'm like this. I've never been in a situation like that. Didn't like it. I looked at my friend and was like, and then my whole body went numb, and I was like, well, this is new. Never had this happen to me before. Apparently, I'm a fainter. Didn't quite faint, but I couldn't see. Everything was blurry. It was like I was drunk. That was the only thing at the time that I could, like, refer it to. I was like, oh my god, I just feel like I'm kind of drunk and I can't see anything. And I was, like, going like that. So I just turned around and was like, oh my god, I'm going to go to the back, try to get some water. Turned around, like, fought through the crowd. The whole place stunk like fucking weed, which is fine. Like, smoke up, smoke a joint. I don't give a fuck. Blaze up, light up. I literally couldn't care. But this was like I don't know what the capacity for this venue is. I am assuming it's 800. I think it is 800. Tiny, tiny venue. A true small, like, tiny venue. Hot. I can't see. I'm gonna be on the floor in a minute. I get out of the crowd. The opener comes on. Everyone's screaming. I'm like, oh my god. This is how. This is a nightmare. I don't know why I'm here. I never should have come. I should be at home. I should be in my bed. Things do change though. But that's in the future. I'm sat like this actually on the wall. Like, oh my god, I can't see anything. Security guard is like, you have to stand up. You cannot be sat there. So I go up to them. I'm like, can I please have some water? They look at me like, where's your mummy? Where's your mummy? Don't know, I wish I had her in that moment, honestly. I stand up at the very back. Couldn't see shit. I could see that opener's like logo kind of at the top above people, but that was about it. So I trot up and up the stairs. I have crippling social anxiety at this point in my life because I just did. And I ask at work, I'm like, can I go up there, please? They said, yeah, and I did. And I met these two girls, but I didn't really meet them. I got one of their snaps and couldn't tell you her name, couldn't find her on Snap. I don't know who the fuck this girl was, honestly. But I remember, like, during Lovers Rock, she was on the barrier at the top of the balcony. She was like, come here and see. I was like, okay. So, yeah, my first concert, I didn't watch it with the person I went with. My friend, she had been to Declan McKenna before at Brixton, I think, before it shut down and then got reopened recently. And I was like, not for me. I could see how there's videos of me like recording my friend at the bottom because I'm like, hey, because she was down there and I was up there. I remember her mum called me a snowflake. I love her mum, so I literally don't care. But I was like, yeah, no, I literally am. That's kind of what I can remember of that concert. That was like what was kind of memorable. But in my defense, it was actually like 3.5 years ago now at this point. Don't really remember. I was 15. Like, what was going on? The concert itself, I remember they came out, immediately stopped. I think his mic wasn't working, or the band, like, they couldn't hear anything. We couldn't hear anything. So he came on, they went off, he came back on. And he said his management or the venue staff were like, they said, I have to talk to you and entertain you and like tell you what's going on. He walked back off and then like he came back on and then they did the whole show. The set list was so good. Obviously quite a lot of TV Girl songs are with Jordana. She wasn't there. But still, the set list was great. I love TV Girl. I still love TV Girl. I'm going to see them at Primavera next year because Lola Young cannot be there anymore, unfortunately. But TV Girl have been added to the lineup since Lola Young's left. So I'm very excited to see TV Girl again, post me not making it, really. I did see the whole concert. I was just like kind of out of it for a little bit. But I thought he was good. He sounds exactly the same as his studio songs, which is always nice to hear. I'd say the concert itself was probably a 7 out of 10, and my experience was probably like a 4 or 5 out of 10 because it just wasn't very good for me. Because it was my first time being in a crowd like that, being packed in, being in a setting like that, and I thought I hated it, and I was like, oh my god, concerts aren't for me. And I was really upset because I was like, oh my god, I thought they would be. I thought I'd be a concert goer, and I'm obviously not. I was wrong, luckily. Obviously, because this wouldn't be a series if that was where my concert journey ended on the 10th of June 2022. A few months later in that year, 2022, me, my best friend and my other best friend, get on a train up to Birmingham. And who do we see? Mr. Mara himself with his big steppers. It was Kendrick Lamar. And I have the poster for it. This orange poster here was from that concert. We saw him at the arena. I think it was the Utilita Arena, maybe in Birmingham. I'm not sure. But I swear that there's 2 arenas in Birmingham. Both of their names are constantly changing because of sponsorships. And it was an arena show. It was my first arena show. I'd been in arenas before, but not for like concerts like that. And we were in seats. Thank God. Because if I was in that pit, I would have fucking died because I was looking at the crowd like... And my friends were like, oh, I wish I was in that. I was like, oh, no, I literally don't. I'm so happy to be sat here. That tour, though, Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, a 10 out of 10 tour. The show itself, 10 out of 10. And honestly, that experience for me, 10 out of 10. Being in the seats and stuff, it was just amazing. Baby Keem opened, so good. He came out for Family Ties. 15-year-old me and 15-year-old my friends fucking lost it. We were like, oh my goodness, Baby Keem Family Ties. Yeah. It was hype. It was lit. It was amazing. Truly a 10 out of 10 experience, that. And I don't have as much to say about it because it wasn't bad and because it was good. I'm like, it was just good. Like, it was so good. Everything about it was good. Kendrick's a phenomenal performer. He's so good. The set was amazing. The crowd was really good. So good. So yeah, and it was such a good day before. Like, me and my friends went around shopping in Birmingham. I'm going to Birmingham. And we didn't even have to get the train back because one of my friend's mums picked us up. I was like, thank fucking God. Because I didn't want to... Like, the trains don't even run back to where we live past 9 p.m. in Birmingham. So we would have been fucked if she didn't come pick us up. And at this point, we had just started year 11. And I remember we saw someone that was literally in the year above us at school. And they had just left, obviously, because we were in year 11 at that point. So they were in college. And we were like, oh my God, small world. Saw them. They were like in the section below us. And then we saw them when we were leaving. I was like, what the fuck? And that's why I was kind of like, you know what? I think I'm getting there with concerts. Quite like it. It's like, maybe I'll just do seating. Maybe I'll just do seating from now on. Obviously, that doesn't work because a lot of venues do not have seats. Ali Palu. I'm looking at you. I'm looking at you. Yeah, I am. And then my last concert of 2022. Oh, wait, no, I did that order wrong. Kendrick was the last one. That was November 5th. Guy Fawkes Day. Happy Bonfire Day at Kendrick. And when we were in the queue, actually, for that, I do remember this. We saw some fireworks because it was Bonfire Day. Firework night. My phone is not doing well. I need to stop the vape. Anyway, before that, I saw Frank Turner in my local O2 Academy venue. Crazy. Didn't even know there was one there until we went to this. But Frank Turner is like, I feel like a lot of people won't know who he is. Not to be like, yeah, I should know who he is. He was just like a family artist for me and my family. Like, my earliest memories go back to listening to this guy. I actually really like Frank Turner and I love his music and I think it's so good. The like concepts and the stories and the lyricism and a lot of his songs are like, that's fucking good. It's kind of like divorced dad music, but like I did have a divorced dad, so like period. And that, like my dad was the one that listened to him because of my stepmom and it was like, oh my God, like yeah, I know, like this is right. Like the 4-year-old me understood the vibe. I was like, yeah, him and Foo Fighters, yeah, let's fucking go. Kings of Leon, oh my God, I can't wait. I honestly think that venue's like 300, 400 though. I'm going there later this year, next month, to see 4am Crew. But that was probably a 10 out of 10 as well for me. Like, I was with my family. It was really cute. Like, me and my family went to a concert together. It was so fucking cute. Such a good day. It was so close to home. Like, we just drove home afterwards. We were home in 20 minutes. It was so small, the venue, that me and my sister, our parents and their friends, like, didn't want to go in because they were like, we're not going into a mosh pit or like a pit or a crowd or anything because like we've been there, done that, we're too old for that. So me and my sister just walked in and like we literally got to the very front and he looked at us and he like winked and he smiled at us. We were like, and then we just walked back and the crowd was lovely. So that was a very, very, very good experience. That was a very good experience, I'd have to say. And also it was standing, like we were in standing and I was in the standing bit of the crowd and I was like, wait, like I don't hate it that much. Like I didn't feel like I was going to faint. My legs didn't go numb. I was like, I could see everything. I was feeling completely fine. And I was like, maybe it was just a blip. Because it was the first time I was there. The music was loud. So, that's it. 3 concerts for 2022. And that is what my little concert journey was in 2022. So I kind of went from being like, oh my God, no, it's not for me. This is so sad. And it was an artist I really wanted to see. I needed to see them. To go in with my family, I was like, wait, love this. And it's standing, so maybe standing's not the problem. Maybe it was just a blip. To then go into an arena show and being sat and be like, this is like the best thing ever. Like I'm stood up, but I'm in my seat. No one's like on me. No one's spilling drinks on me. It doesn't smell like weed in here. Like, also, I just have to go back and say, it was a fucking overwhelming sense. It was like suffocating. I was like, oh, I can't breathe. I'm literally getting high from it. I was like, oh my fucking God. It was crazy. Like, actually, it was just like, that's actually what it felt like. So, yeah. That was 2022, 3 concerts. 2023, there was a switch flipped in me. which led into 2024 and this year, and already my concert lineup for next year is crazy because it's like I just have to be there because live music is the best thing in my life. It's my favourite thing ever. It means more to me than basically anything. I can hate an artist. You're like, do you want to go see them live? I'm like, yeah. I'll walk out loving the artist. I stan Beyonce because I watched Homecoming live on Netflix. And now she's right there. So that's also, I'm going to talk about that because, yeah, that was crazy. But if you want to hear about a concert journey, my concert journey, just a randomer's concert journey. Actually, no, like, I'm a celebrity, 180 subscribers. Let me do the outro. Holding it with my feet. Oops. Okay, here we are. So, hey guys. This is the end of the vid. That was 2022. Bring on 2023. I'm really excited to bring you. My legs are shaking so fucking good. I'm really excited to talk about my concert journey with everyone because it's my favourite thing to talk about ever. Bye.